Guys, welcome on in to another episode. Getting well with Terry and friends, MLB trends and betting picks. Technical difficulties to people that are watching on Twitter that want to watch on YouTube. I sent out the wrong YouTube links, had to redo the videos. But if you go to the YouTube channel, you can jump into the YouTube chat. We are live for today's episode, Friday, May 17th. Of course, we'll break down the games that I want to talk about today. But first, we'll take a look back at what happened on the last show, which was on Tuesday. Philadelphia Phillies, New York Mets. Alec Boehm cashed his 1.5 bases plus 115. Bryson Stott got one hit at the end of the game, but did not get multiple bases. So 1-1 in that game there. This one was rained out. So 3 pushes, no player props. Everything was a push here. So got the money back and moved on to the next one. Carlos Santana for a quarter unit home run. His 3-game home run streak came to an end. And small quarter unit play there lost. Minnesota went cold against this New York Yankees team. O'Neal Cruz cashed for us over 1.5 bases plus 120. He's been doing pretty well for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So a nice cash there. Ty France ended up getting one hit, but not multiple bases. So close, but not close enough for Ty France over 1.5 bases. And then Will Smith cashed, Freddie Freeman did it. So 1-1 in this game. And pretty much an even day on the last show in MLB. We will jump into the chat. Let's see what people are saying. MLB Friday is always nice. Yeah, a new series to talk about. Teams are playing different teams. And of course, Thursdays, it's such a small slate. So Friday is always better. Good afternoon, Inc. How's it going? Terry, ... Hello, Nicholas. But we will jump into today's slate. And we'll start with the first game that we're going to be talking about, which is the Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. Washington plus 195 to plus 220. Philadelphia minus 228 to minus 250. 7.5s right across the board here in this game. Jake Irvin on the mound for Washington. 2-3 with a 3.55 ERA in the season. It hasn't been all that bad his last few starts. 1-1 in his last 3, giving up 4 to 5 hits a game, 2 earned runs in 2 games, nothing against Toronto, but the Blue Jays offense is horrible. And then hasn't been really walking guys. So going 5 to 7 innings, giving up 4 to 5 hits. He hasn't been pitching all too badly for the Nationals. And then Zach Wheeler was having a great season until his last start. 4 innings against the Miami Marlins, where he gave up 6 hits and 6 earned runs and 3 walks, only 2 strikeouts. So coming off his worst performance of the season against one of the worst teams in MLB. Looking at this game here, I think the Phillies win this game. But that's why they're minus 250, minus 238 to minus 250 favorites. I don't like the price on the run line. Minus 106, I guess, is okay, but minus 110 to minus 112 here in this spot. So we're not taking a side. We're taking a player prop. JT Realmuto over 1.5 bases, plus 115 in this game. Realmuto is 4 for 6 against Irvin with a home run. So he's hit him pretty well in previous at-bats. He's 6 of his last 8 games. He's got multiple bases in. So we'll take Realmuto here to get a double, triple home run or 2 singles here in this game. Lean Nationals first 5. Yeah, it all depends what we're going to see from Wheeler. If he's going to bounce back or if he's going to go in a little bit of a funk. Against the Marlins is tough. Yeah, that's not a team you should be getting lit up by. That's for sure. Phillies are 31-14 this season. Worst teams above 500. They're 1-2. Obviously, Natties aren't above 500. Phillies will be a good fade when their schedule is cupcakes, losing teams. I don't know, Nick. You can't. They can't control who the who they're scheduled to play. They cannot control that. They are 31-14 in the season, so that is great. Um, I'm not saying that they're the best team in baseball, but I don't think when they start facing better opponents, they're gonna go like 1-8 or something like that. They just might be closer to 500, but still playing well. And not going to back them at this price, but we'll take Remuto over 1.5 bases in this game. Moving on along to our second one, Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees. White Sox plus 200 to plus 241. Yankees minus 250 to minus 278. 7.5s right across the board here in this game. On the mound for the White Sox is Mike Clevenger. 0-1 with a 5.40 ERA on the season. Only went 2 innings in his first start, giving up 6 hits, 3 earned runs, and 4 walks. Did better in his last start against Cleveland. 4.2 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. So he's kind of been all over the place here. It's just 2 starts for him so far. And then for the Yankees, Nestor Cortes, who's 1-4 with a 4.02 ERA on the season. He's lost 2 of his last 3 starts against Tampa Bay and Baltimore, giving up 5 hits, 8 hits, 4 earned runs in both starts, multiple walks in both starts. But he is striking out 5 to 9 batters in his last 3 games. That game against Detroit, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. So no decision against Detroit, but he's losing to other teams. Of course, now he gets the White Sox. So this is a spot that we should see a better performance from like Cortes. The issue is that you would have to take the Yankees by 2, and that would be around minus 125, which is not something I want to do here. In this game, I don't trust Cortes enough to take him on the run line. Although the Yankees should smash here. But we will take a Yankees prop. Yes, I'm going with Aaron Judge over 1.5 bases, minus 105. And why are we going with Judge? Well, because he was really, really bad to start the season. A lot of Yankees fans were saying, trade him away. We don't want him anymore. And that's really surprised me when that happened. But he's been turning it on. 10 of his last 12 games, he's got a hit. Multiple bases in 3 of his last 4. He's got an RBI in 7 of 11, a home run in 2 of his last 4 games. So he is hitting the ball well. 4 for 11 with a home run against Clevenger. So we'll take Aaron Judge here to get multiple bases in this game at minus 105 against the White Sox, which shouldn't be too much to ask, really. Yankees run line, minus 120. Yankees on the run line. All right. Hey, Terry, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Storage Club. How's it going? I can't trust the Yankees. See, I'm kind of in that. Yeah, I don't trust the Yankees at this price, but they are facing the White Sox, so definitely is a spot they should play well. But I don't trust them either right now. Yankees run line follows a market system that I believe is 17-4 this year. All right. Bush for a hit and an RBI. Michael Bush. No, I wasn't planning on talking about that game. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, in the early game here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I want to see more from Skeens before, like, he's a highly, highly touted prospect. So I want to see, and this is his second time facing the Cubs. So I want to see how he does first. Nothing confident enough to pull the trigger in that early game for me. But we'll move on along to my favorite play of the day, which is between the LA Angels and the Texas Rangers. The Angels plus 140 to plus 156. Texas minus 161 to minus 180. Nines right across the board here in this game. On the mound for the Angels is Tyler Anderson. who's 3-4 with a 2.92 ERA and 8 starts this season. He's been giving up hits and runs though. His last 3 starts, 5, 6, and 7 hits, 3 or 4 earned runs in each start. He's giving up walks. He's striking guys out, so he's pretty consistent. He's going to get hit a little bit here. He's going to give up a few walks. He is going to strike guys out. He's going to give up a few runs. And then the other side for Heaney, or for Texas, is Andrew Heaney, um, who in his last 2 starts against Oakland and Colorado, 7 hits, 8 hits, 2 earned runs, and 1 earned run. So he's been getting hit, but he hasn't been giving up a lot of runs. Of course, facing Colorado and Oakland does help with that. Now he's facing this Angels team who definitely is similar to Oakland and Colorado when it comes to talent and on the standings. But we don't care who wins this game. We're on a player prop. Give me former Toronto Blue Jay Kevin Pillar over 1.5 bases plus 140 here in this game. Kevin Pillar is doing really well with the Angels. He has a run and a hit in 6 of his last 7 games. He has multiple bases in 4 games in a row, an RBI in 4 games in a row. He's just playing very well in his new home in LA. He's 5 for 8 with 2 doubles against Andrew Heaney. So he's hit Andrew Heaney very well. He's hitting the ball very well. Give me Kevin Pillar over 1.5 bases plus 140. And yes, no, he's not a Chicago White Sox, but there's no picture of him in LA that I could get that looked good. So no, he's not a White Sox. I would say he's probably happy about not being a White Sox, but the Angels is pretty much the same thing, but he's playing well. Maybe he'll get traded to a contender if he keeps this up. Angels plus 145. Yeah, maybe, but don't have to bet aside in this one. I'm not going to. Colorado has been hot. Yes, they've won 8 games in a row, which is very surprising. I don't think anybody really expected that. Yes, so they are playing better recently. Rangers have been hit or miss for me, not what I expected them this year. Yeah, not off to the most consistent start this year. That's why I haven't really been backing them a whole lot. But really for them, they just obviously want to make the playoffs again and then go far in the playoffs and try to repeat. Lean Angels first 5. Yeah, I could lean that way as well, but not getting to the side here in this one. Only one side on today's slate, and it's over on the site on Picks and Parlays in the description below. But we'll look at the chat. Rangers missed the playoffs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you thought that last year, Nick. Pretty sure you thought that last year too. You don't like the Rangers. You have to be honest. You don't like the Rangers for some reason. But we all have teams that we don't like. Yeah, they're not off to the best start, but they'll get back to the playoffs. Moving on along to our next game, we've got the Houston Astros, the Milwaukee Brewers, which I realize Houston is at home, not on the road, so ignore that down below. Milwaukee is in Houston. Milwaukee minus 103 to minus 110. Houston minus 105 to minus 110. 8s and 8.5s available here in this game. On the mound for the Brewers, Freddie Peralta, 3-1 at the 3.63 ERA. Not as good as when the season started. In his recent starts, giving up anywhere from 1 to 8 hits, 2 to 3 earned runs. He is still striking guys out, 5 to 8 strikeouts. That one game against the Cubs, he had 6 walks. The other 2 games, 1 walk combined. So not as consistent as earlier on in the year, but still pitching pretty well overall. And then Hunter Brown for Houston, 0-4 with a 7.79 ERA on the season. Back-to-back starts where he's looking like he's maybe starting to turn things around a bit. Giving up 5 hits in both starts, 1 to 2 earned runs, 4 walks against Seattle, 5 to 7 strikeouts. Um, so is starting to turn things around a bit, but he was facing the Detroit Tigers and the Seattle Mariners offense. Both teams not scoring very much recently. Now he gets to face this Milwaukee Brewers team, the team that's playing very well. 26 and 17 on the season, and definitely have times where they can hit the ball very well, and especially against right-handed pitchers. A lot of guys have success against right-handed pitchers, and that includes both of these guys. William Contreras over 1.5 bases leads the team against right-handed pitchers. Christian Yelich not too far behind. Um, we're taking him for multiple bases as well in this game. William Contreras, he's got a hit in 16 of his last 17 games, multiple bases in 8 of his last 9. So he's been very, very consistent. And as I said, leads the team against right-handed pitchers. Christian Yelich hit in 9 of his last 10 games, multiple bases in 4 of his last 5. So he's also hitting the ball very well. Neither of them have faced Brown yet. So neither of them have any numbers against Brown. But our third player prop, Jake Bauers, does. We're taking Jake Bauers over half an RBI. In this one, he's got an RBI in 4 of his last 5 games, a run and a hit in 4 of his last 5, multiple bases in 3 of his last 5. So he's hitting the ball pretty well in recent games. He's 2 for 3 with a home run against Brown. So we'll look for him to get a hit here against Brown with someone on base, and then we'll cash an RBI. Or if he wants to hit a home run, then we'll cash the RBI there as well. So in this game, 3 player props: William Contreras, Christian Yelich, both over 1.5 bases, and Jake Bauers over half an RBI here in this game. Astros first 5 plus 105. Astros going on a run. No, look, you like to talk about strength of schedule, Mr. Earl. Who have the Astros faced recently? Um, Oakland for one. And I think, was it the White Sox, the team before? They faced incredibly horrible opponents, and they're still below 500. So the Astros, they are going to miss the playoffs this year. I don't know why you love the Astros, but you hate the Rangers. Makes no sense. Hunter Brown over strikeouts plus 105. Yes, that is something he's good at. So you could look at that. I haven't got really into the strikeout props yet much this season. So I don't have numbers on that, but he is a strikeout pitcher. So you could look at him for strikeouts. But moving along to our final game of the night that we're going to be talking about, the Cincinnati Reds and the LA Dodgers. Cincinnati plus 155 to plus 170. Dodgers minus 186 to minus 200. 8.5s right across the board here in this game. And the Dodgers coming off a loss to the Cincinnati Reds in yesterday's game. And Cincinnati's been struggling too. They have not been winning a lot of games recently. And they'll look to win back-to-back games here with Frankie Montas on the mound. In his last start, 4.2 innings, giving up 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, and a no decision. A loss in his previous start before that against Arizona, where he didn't pitch too bad. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts, but still recorded the loss there. For the Dodgers, James Paxton, 5-0 in 7 starts on the season. His last start, 6 innings, 4 hits, no runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts against the Padres. Previous start against Atlanta, the start before that, 6.2 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. So overall, James Paxton has pitched very well for the Dodgers so far this season. If I was getting to a side in this one, it would be the Dodgers run line here in this game. They have the pitching advantage, and they still have the hitting advantage. Obviously, yesterday didn't go all that well, but they are still the better team here in this game. But we're not taking a run line. We're going back to Mr. Mookie Betts, who's been heating up recently, over 1.5 bases, plus 100 here in this game. He has multiple bases in 4 of his last 5 games. So he's hitting the ball well right now. He's 4 for 9 against Frankie Montas. All singles, but he has been able to hit him. So we'll look for bets to get multiple bases, 2 singles, a double, triple, or home run here in this game to finish off the slate. Jump into the chat. Dun, 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 dun. Astros have had the second toughest strength of schedule this season. There you go. Over. Potentially, yeah. Phillies number 30. Yeah, I don't really care about strength of schedule. Doesn't matter to me. Reds were fun last night. Reds plus 165, of course, because you love to face the Dodgers or love to fade the Dodgers. A Dodgers run line here. Yeah, I would lean that way. And Paxton advanced number suggests he's the luckiest pitcher in base. Of course they do. Of course they do. Nick, you're so predictable. You hate the Dodgers, you hate the Rangers, and you love Houston. And obviously you love the Mets, but it is what it is. Picks and Parlays exclusive play of the day is available. You can go get it on picksandparlays.net. Link is in the description below. Use code Lenny20 and get 20% off if you'd like to purchase that play. And it's available below. That is today's show. Make sure to tune into the NHL show, which will be coming up in 5 minutes. So thanks everyone for watching. Otani over 1.5 bases plus over 1.5 bases. Yeah, he's done that in 4 of his last 6 games. He's 9 for 24 against Montas with 4 home runs. So if you wanted to sprinkle on his home run prop, you could definitely do that. I wouldn't talk you off the multiple bases prop. Let's see what that is at for Mr. Otani. He's usually kind of pricey when it comes to total bases. Minus 105 to minus 120. Well, minus 110, minus 105 in most spots, so not horrible. I might have to jump on that. I'll be at Dodger Stadium in 3 weeks. Smiley face. Awesome. Have a great time. But that's today's show. We'll see you guys in a few minutes over on the Hockey Show. Thanks for watching. Best of luck today, guys.